fuck are you looking at?
Got a little problem here. Not anymore.
The film kicks off deep in the woods, where three guys are out hunting. One of them, Dale, decides to split from the group after spotting something rustling in the trees. Eager for a kill, he follows the sound and finally sets his sights on the animal.
Oh, come on, man. Let's just head back.
Oh, God. Oh.
Turns out, the bald man is Ryan Verrett, an ex-cop with a serious grudge. He's not just some random guy. He's out for blood. A few years back, Ryan's whole family was wiped out in a brutal attack, and Dale happened to be one of the monsters behind it.
I want you to remember Marianne DeRosa before you die.
After finishing off Dale, Ryan hits the road and drives into a tiny, sketchy town called Hope. It's the kind of place you don't visit unless you've got a death wish. A vicious biker gang basically runs the whole town, and even the sheriff's too scared to step on their toes. When he rolls into Hope, Ryan makes a stop at this old gas station for some supplies. While paying, he casually asks the guy at the counter, an older man named Kirby, if there's anywhere nearby to crash.
Let's stay around here.
There's a motel down the street. Ask for Darcy at the motel.
Ryan heads over to the motel, and Darcy's instantly suspicious. She's not used to seeing outsiders, especially not ones bold enough to walk into this town like they own the place. But Ryan just gives her a cool look and tells her he's got business to take care of. Meanwhile, over in a federal office, Special Agent Frank and his crew are in the middle of prepping an op to catch Dale, who also has a history of being a violent rapist. Just as they're laying out their strategy, another agent bursts in with an update. Dale's body has been found. The plan just got thrown out the window. We're then taken back to a memory from Ryan's past. Back when he was still a cop, he was at a backyard party with his wife, kid, and a bunch of other families when all hell broke loose.
Wait, I'll be right back.
You're carrying?
Oh, good shot.
Maddie, come on.
The ringleader of the attack? A man named Drake Santiago. His motive was simple: revenge. Drake had a deep hatred for cops, blaming them for locking him up years ago, and he wanted to make them pay. His twisted logic? Kill the officers and their families. Ryan was one of his targets, and even though he took a few bullets, he somehow survived. Back in the present, Ryan's driving through Hope when he notices a pack of motorcycles parked outside a building. As he's checking them out, one of the gang members walks out and loses it over a dog barking nearby.
The fuck are you looking at?
Got a little problem here. Not anymore.
The commotion draws more gang members outside, including their boss, none other than Drake Santiago. But Drake doesn't recognize Ryan right away. Makes sense, considering he's taken out more people than he can remember. Still, even though Ryan just wrecked one of his men, Drake lets it slide. He's got more pressing things on his plate. That said, he tells his little brother Rexo to keep tabs on the new bald guy in town. Later on, Rexo checks in with Drake to report a local club owner who refused to pay protection money. Drake decides to handle it old school,
Soldiers, fake
a
injury.
one-on-one boxing match.
1 round with me. I'll squash your dad like you did scrap a little bit. Drake. 1 round.
So what do we do with them, huh?
Let him go. I'm gonna need you to check on the lab.
Outside of running meth labs, Drake's gang has other side hustles to keep their pockets full. But Ryan is still a problem. That night, Rexo heads to Darcy's motel, looking for the bald stranger.
Paul, what is it?
You got a new guy staying here. Big guy. What's his name?
Motel, people come and go. I don't know his name.
Well, let's just say that I'm interested in the clientele, all right?
What are you doing?
Hey, relax. Just want to take a peek, all right?
There's nothing in there.
But Ryan hears the whole thing and storms in.
They all say you need to show me a little more respect, all right? Ver. Ryan Ver, room 3, huh?
What are you gonna do with him? He's Drake Salgado's brother. You can't touch him.
I'll try not to get any on me.
Instead, he drags Rexo to the gang's meth lab, ties him to a car,
Hey, look, stop fucking flying, man!
I was acquitted, man. I was acquitted. I swear to God I was.
Let me go, man.
What they call you, the highwayman? Like to make young girls feel helpless? Feel like a big man? What a beautiful night for a drive. Enjoy the ride, highwayman.
Lab's gone, Rexo's gone, and Ryan walks away satisfied. Not surprisingly, Drake and his crew notice the fireball lighting up the sky. They rush to the scene, but there's nothing left to save. When Drake sees what happened and finds out his brother didn't make it, he completely loses it. As the fire's dying down, the sheriff and a deputy arrive to check out the damage. They spot the gang still hanging around. Drake walks right up to the sheriff and makes his point loud and clear. Stay out of his business, or he'll make sure the sheriff's family gets hurt.
Wasn't an accident.
We don't know that.
We don't know who live in this town because I say you can live in this town.
And there's no need to tear the town to pieces.
You better take care of him.
He's young. Stay out of it. I'll take care of him. Things were different back when I started making compromises. Everything I did was to keep Hope safe.
But Ryan's not done yet. The next day, he targets one of the gang's drug transport trucks. He tails it silently until it pulls over.
Come on, hurry up.
Start walking.
A member of the gang spots the smoke and rushes to tell Drake. Now Drake is beyond furious. That truck was carrying a huge stash worth a ton of cash. And just like that, it's all gone. He's had enough. He's certain Ryan is behind everything and want confirmation. Drake calls in Kirby and tells him to start digging into who Ryan really is. If he finds anything shady, Ryan's dead meat. Kirby, too scared to say no, agrees. That same day, Kirby sneaks over to where Ryan's car is parked near the motel, hoping to find some clue. But Ryan catches him in the act. Trying to cover, Kirby invites Ryan over for a drink at his place. It's just down the road, and he hopes to smooth things over. But Ryan knows something's off. Once they're inside, he asks Kirby straight up why he was snooping around his car.
Why are you looking at my car?
I got no beef with you, but I gotta keep these assholes off of my back, and they're asking me questions.
Tell them everything you know. Protect yourself.
Oh, shit.
Just as he finishes spilling the beans, the sound of a motorcycle roaring up outside interrupts their talk. One of Drake's boys, a guy named Crab, showed up looking for trouble.
Who is he?
That's Crab.
You don't walk up to me unless I tell you.
Meanwhile, Drake was still digging for answers. He decided to have a chat with the town sheriff, trying to squeeze out whatever he could about the stranger messing with his business. That conversation gave Drake exactly what he needed. He found out Ryan used to be a cop. Not just any cop, though, one who quit the force after his wife and kid were brutally murdered. The moment Drake heard that, he smirked, handed the sheriff some hush money, and walked out with a new plan forming. Later that night, Drake and his crew quietly pulled up to Kirby's place. Kirby was sound asleep.
Man's got to choose side. I'm disappointed, Kirby. But you made the choice.
He used to be a cop. He sounds like he's from Texas. He drives a GTX. I'll do whatever you want.
Yeah, sure, now.
By morning, Ryan got the bad news. Kirby had been found dead, and Ryan didn't need to be a genius to figure out who was behind it. Fueled by rage, he headed straight to one of Drake's hangouts.
Kick his ass.
He snatched up Crab, stuffed him in his trunk, and drove off.
Kill him. Everyone!
Drake found Crab's lifeless body lying in front of his base and completely lost it. That was one of his best guys. He called for every member of his crew to gear up. They were going to hunt Ryan like an animal. Later that night, back at the motel, Darcy was trying to relax when she heard weird noises outside. Her instincts kicked in. She grabbed her shotgun and peeked around cautiously. Ryan, already suspecting something was off, told her to hide behind the front desk. Things were about to get wild. Soon, the motel door creaked open. Drake's men crept in, thinking they had the upper hand.
When I give you the signal, turn the lights off. Now.
Darcy looked around in disbelief. All the gang members were down, every last one of them. Ryan hadn't been touched. Knowing the motel was no longer safe, Ryan decided it was time to get Darcy out of there. But he didn't realize some of Drake's men were lurking outside, waiting. When Ryan came to, his head was throbbing. He was tied to a chair, arms bound tight, and across from him stood Drake, looking smug. Darcy was also captured, her eyes wide with fear. Drake made it clear he planned to kill them both, but not before making Ryan suffer. Drake left the room, giving one of his henchmen the green light to start torturing Ryan. The guy was clearly enjoying it, landing blow after blow. But Ryan wasn't finished yet. Quietly, he worked at the ropes. Just when the guy leaned in for another punch, now free, Ryan went searching for Darcy. He quickly realized they were on a ship. That's where the gang had set up their new hideout. Eventually, Ryan found Darcy, tied to a post, duct tape over mouth. He ripped it off and got her loose. They started making their way through the ship, looking for a way to escape, but Drake wasn't about to let them go that easy. Ryan told Darcy to run while he stayed behind to face Drake one-on-one. The two locked eyes. Before the fight even started, Drake suddenly remembered who Ryan was. "You're the cop," he sneered. "The one whose family I wiped out. I thought you died that night." Ryan didn't respond. He just threw the first punch.
Should make sure he's dead. They always.
He and his team had finally arrived in Hope, ready to bring down the gang for good. Seeing everything that had happened, Frank decided to let Ryan go free. He figured Ryan had already done more than enough, and maybe the world still needed someone like him around. Before leaving town, Ryan promised Frank they'd cross paths again someday. And the final scene? Ryan, suited up and locked in, storms into another hideout. This time, it's the last of Drake's crew, those who helped murder Ryan's family. He doesn't hesitate. The gunfire echoes, and the screen fades to black. The message is simple. Don't mess with a man who's lost everything and has nothing left to lose.